What is that? Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning and happy Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. What is going on in the digital asset space this morning? It's an interesting time, man. Did you see XRP get below 42 cents? It was at 41 cents. It kind of wicked, like a wick down there. I saw that. Very, very interesting. We'll see what's going to go on with the market here in the next few days. For sure. Good morning. Good to see you guys. We're going to go into a little bit about Jeremy Hogan's latest video. I did share that on my drive time video, and I didn't share it with you guys last night just because it was Generational Wealth Wednesday, but we are going to get into it today. Really, really excited about what can happen there for sure. Really, really, really excited about what can happen there. XRP Joe, what's going on? Is that XRP Joe? Thought I saw XRP Joe. Maybe it wasn't. Chrissy Fouts, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Let me do this. Good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every one of you. It's really, really cool to be able to hang out with you guys this morning. What's going on, bro? XRP, good to see you. Let me share this out. It's an interesting time, that Jeremy Hogan perspective from Legal Briefs. Really, really good. Now, did I share that yesterday morning? No, I didn't. I didn't share it yesterday morning. Good morning, Trevor. Good to see you, my friend. Jay Korn, what's up? What's good? Guys, hit the like button on the way in. If you didn't get to do so, please do it. That would be amazingly awesome. We want to get this channel out to the average Joe and Jane hanging out on YouTube. That's the goal. Black Impact. Salute to the family. Salute to you and yours, bro. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Black Impact. I told everyone about Maddie before it took off, and it's just getting started. Just getting started. I took profit twice, put it in XRP. I got a nice healthy bag. Waiting for the future 10 plus X. Really excited about that. Indeed. Really, really excited about that. Black Impact. Polygon. All right, let me do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let the Twitter world know that we're live. Let's do that for sure. Let the Twitter world know. Let the fam out in Facebook know what's going on. The market's still, Bitcoin's what, 57,000. So the market is just doing what the market does, as I like to say. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. All right, did that there. Let me do this. Gary Gensler is a step closer to getting the confirmation, so that's pretty cool to see as well. We'll talk about that. There it is. There it is. All right, we are good. Let's close this out. We are good. Close this out. We're good there as well. Ninja Pants. Yes, he does. Gary Gensler has a fancy unicorn. He does. Good morning, says Gregson Wong. Good morning to you. How's it again? See, caught you early. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, Gregson Wong. Appreciate you checking in this morning for sure. Let me do this, close this one out. So guys, what's going on? Did you guys check out that freaking lawsuit? And shout out to everybody that hung out last night. The Jeremy Hogan video on the lawsuit. If you guys hung out last night on Generational Wealth Wednesday, I tell you, that was a really, really cool hang. It was great hanging out with you guys every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We got to talk about the traditional space. So that was good to see. Got to talk about the traditional space, and that book, it's really, 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 really good. Why Gold, Why Now by Ed Berg. I highly encourage you guys to check that out. Every single Wednesday, we do talk the traditional space. We call it Generational Wealth Wednesday. We learn a lot of things together, and we're going to read that book together as well. It's by Ed Burke, B-U-R-K-E. Top of the morning says Cotton _Bulls. Good morning to you, my friend. So, I mean, the market is kind of still, it's kind of going sideways, kind of just like BC Backer would suggest, that we're either going to go sideways for a bit and then they also start to do the thing, or Bitcoin's going to get up there, close to 60 in the 60s and then start doing this thing. So we did have an interesting pullback in the alts yesterday. It was very, very interesting to see that red for those couple of hours that it lasted. Bitcoin's at 56,906. Ethereum's at $1,810. Binance Coin is up big time, $306. Cardano's at $1.13, so that's down a bit. Polkadot is down a little bit as well, at $37.58. And XRP, again, 45.7 cents. Uniswap's at $31.43. Litecoin is at $201. Chainlink's at $29.63. And Bitcoin Cash is at $549, now $550. Stellar Lumen is at 40.7 cents. Interesting, right? Wow. You remember the prices of Stellar and oh my goodness, man, crazy. The CRO token's at 19.5 cents. Dogecoin's at 5 cents, 5.4 cents. And shout out to those who might have owned some of that Theta, $6.97. It's up 23 cents, 23.53% on the 24 hour. So, the market is doing what the market does. VeChain's at 6 cents. And we haven't really kind of gotten to that alt season yet. It's just, it could be days away. It could be weeks away. It is hard to say. But we're here, right? What's going on, Michael Cummings? Listening in. See, cool, bro. Good to see you this morning. Very, very good to see you this morning. Be careful out there. Someone said, I heard on the wire. What's going on, Ninja Pants? Good to see you. I heard on the wire that the reason that the SEC blocked Ripple was to give Swift time to make their system better. If true, that is pure antitrust. Well, we said this all the time on the channel, Ninja Pants, that, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, right? And they're the new boys on the block. That's, that startup, that feisty startup fintech company. And the incumbents weren't trying to have it. And they were hoping, in my humble opinion, they were just hoping to try to slow down Ripple, right? The disruptor. It was very, very obvious to me. Very, very obvious. What's the breaking news? Oh, the bill got introduced. Yeah, I saw that, bro. XRP, new SECU. Well, I don't know if it's new. I think it's just part of the Token Taxonomy Act, right? I think it got reintroduced again for XRP. I think we're going to cover that also. So that guy again, I think it's DeSoto, he again reintroduced the Token Taxonomy Act. We got to really pay close attention to that one, because in that act, I believe, I'm pretty certain that the exemption for crypto from the SEC law as far as securities is concerned is in that bill. So hopefully I do have that, and we'll talk about that as well. What's going on, Inkpen 27? Good morning to you. Travis, what's good, bro? What's good? Good morning. B Chu is here checking in from the DMV. Oh, nice. Good morning to you, bro. Good morning to you. So let's see what I got up here, then I'll share it with you. Did I miss anyone else coming in? Keyless is here. Good morning to you. Got the fam checking in at the Faust's residence. Let's see here. Because I did see that the bill was introduced. There it is right there. Yep, yeah, we'll go over that one. Shout out to James Rule XRP. Someone else shared this with me as well. But I believe this is just a reintroduction of the, it said it hadn't changed when I read it last. Let's see, yeah, here it is there. Yeah, let's go over that. Let's share this and we'll talk about that a little bit. So the bill to exempt crypto from securities law is laws reintroduced in Congress. Yeah. So Warren Davidson introduced version 3.0 of the Token Taxonomy Act, which he previously sponsored in 2018, 2019. So now they got this Token Taxonomy Act being reintroduced. And obviously, I still think that working group that they're looking to put together, or that bipartisan bill that was introduced, is going to be outstanding as well. So here, Warren Davidson is sponsoring the bill. No changes have been made from the previous version. It's saying here, the third time's a charm. Representative Warren Davidson has reintroduced the Token Taxonomy Act, a bill that would make certain cryptocurrencies and other digital assets exempt from United States security laws. And again, when you got Congress in here introducing these bills, this is pretty cool. This represents the third attempt by the Ohio congressman to get the House to take up the issue. He introduced it in 2018 at the end of the legislative session before reintroducing it with minor tweaks in 2019. The legislation has never been scheduled for a vote. The HR 1628 would amend the Securities Act of 1933 and the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 to exclude digital tokens from the definition of a security. There it is right there. It would also make crypto-to-crypto transfers tax exempt and change the tax structure for cryptos held in an individual retirement account. Wow. That would be really, really cool. So again, it has been been able to get introduced onto the floor at the House. And so maybe third time is a charm. We shall soon see. Congressman Darren Soto, one of the co-sponsors of the bipartisan bill, said it would add critical definition and jurisdiction to create certainty for a strong digital asset market in the United States. It may be now or never, according to someone from the Davidson office, to establish a regulatory framework for crypto in the United States, something that industry players have repeatedly said is lacking. So we'll see. But moreover, according to Gabriel Shapiro, a lawyer specializing in securities, it would make it very difficult for states to regulate any aspect of digital token sales other than full-on fraud. Yeah, what else needs to be regulated other than full-on fraud? What else is there to regulate other than full-on fraud, right? So there it is, guys. Bro XRP, there it is. It's being reintroduced. Hopefully it can make it to the floor for some type of vote. I mean, we want to at least get it to the floor for some voting and then kind of see what happens there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. It's I'm excited that there's some people in Congress who get it, right? That's the most important thing. And again, shout out to Celsius.network. Man, thanks to you, Celsius, today, we can announce that we've surpassed $10 billion in crypto assets. 10 billion assets under management. Wow, that is absolutely exciting. The Bearable Bull shared Gary Gensler, Biden's pick to head of the SEC, is approved by Senate committee. The Senate Banking Committee votes 14-10 in favor of sending the nomination to the floor. And I want you guys to listen to this video from the Congress woman from Wyoming. Let's listen to her. Let's take a listen to this. It's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Take a look at this.
Have only been able to have is his very reason. The primary reason I voted in favor of Mr. Gensler's nomination is his commitment to financial innovation. Innovators in the digital asset, blockchain, and fintech space have only been able to have a one-way conversation with the SEC in the last few years, and that must change. To be competitive with China and Europe, the United States has to get serious about responsible integration of technology into our capital markets. This is a national security issue as much as a financial one, and one that will define our country's future prosperity. Responsible financial innovation must be a bipartisan issue. I am optimistic that Mr. Gensler will make this a priority, and I will watch the SEC very closely and will not hesitate to engage with the SEC to help our country take its next steps forward. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back. The primary reason I voted.
That's some pretty powerful stuff coming from the Congresswoman out of Wyoming. I will not hesitate to reach out to the SEC. So, yeah, it's great to see we got some people in Congress that are on our side, that are on the side of the digital asset space and the technology that it represents. Very, very nice. Somebody spent $175,000 on digital trading cards, and they're now worth $20 million. Whoa. Interesting. Very interesting. So what else did I want to share with you guys? XRP Intel shared this. This was 18 hours ago. 31,303,745,241 XRP was sent across the XRP ledger in the last hour. 31. Am I reading that right? 0.241. 31,303,745 in the last hour. That was 18 hours ago. I'll share a couple of things here. I shared with a save that I want you guys to think about. One of my guys on the TA front, DIY investing, shared. This young dude who's made millions in crypto. People think making money in crypto is hard, but that's actually the easy part. Try holding a crypto after you already made 20x off of it without selling. I didn't join crypto for the 1x, 3x, or 5x returns. I joined for the 10x, 100x, and 1,000x returns. Yeah, try holding it after you've made that kind of money. Yep. Yeah, I know it's very, very, very challenging. It was a few times I was just going to go completely out, but put it in another thing. And I just realized, going completely out, maybe not the best overall move. Going 50, 65% out into other things made more sense for me. And then you know, alt season, all that stuff, we're still going to be in that 15 to 35% still left, right? Because, you know, we can start off ahead of the game when it comes time to reaccumulate during the real bear market. So here's something very, very interesting. And I think I have this video too. From shout out to XRP Crypto Will for sharing this with the family. We appreciate all that you do, my friend. Former SEC Commissioner Paul Atkins said the SEC Chairman Gary Gensler could withdraw the lawsuit against Ripple. Could. So let's take a listen to what he says here. And then Bank XRP actually shared the video. What's going on, Bank XRP? We appreciate you, bro. Here it is. Former SEC Commissioner Paul Atkins said the incoming SEC chair, likely Gary Gensler, could withdraw the lawsuit against Ripple. If not, the case may ultimately go before the United States Supreme Court. Watch the full CoinDesk TV interview with former regulator on CoinDesk.com/video. So I'm going to let you listen to this part here.
Lawsuit, which has happened, that's unheard of. I mean, the SEC obviously worked long and hard on that complaint that they filed in court.
Hold on.
You know, it's a well-drafted complaint.
Let me do it again. All right, here we go.
I mean, the SEC obviously worked long and hard on that complaint that they filed in court. You know, it's a well-drafted complaint. I think there are, you know, problems with it and fallacies in the argument. But ultimately, the courts will decide this. And I guess it's possible that incoming chairman, looks like it will be Gary Gensler, I guess he could withdraw the lawsuit, which has happened at some other agencies with the incoming administration with respect to other issues and other lawsuits. You know, I don't know that that's likely to happen, but that's a possibility. But if not, the courts will adjudicate this issue. And ultimately, it may well go to the Supreme Court.
So there it is there. Look, and he actually said there was, you know, it was well written, that lawsuit, but there definitely was some fallacies in it that, you know, that needed to be addressed. The incoming chair, which is likely to be Gary Gensler, could withdraw it. So that is an option. However likely it is or is not, it's good to know that it is an option. And again, just like Attorney Joseph Hall said when he was being interviewed, I believe it was by Thinking Crypto. Shout out to Thinking Crypto. What's going on, my dude? Gary Gensler is most likely not going to want to be, having, the vast majority of his time, the gray matter that he has going on in his brain, wanting to deal with a lawsuit that he did not bring. So, again, maybe it's something. How do I get that off my plate? Is withdrawing the lawsuit and rethinking it or something? I don't know. But I'm going to tell you what I think is the bombshell news. But it's important to know that Gensler does have that option. And just like the former SEC Commissioner Paul Atkins stated, it has been done in the past. Well, one set or one chair and the commissioners bring forth the lawsuit and it gets pulled back. So it's not something unusual. It's not it's not something that would be set some new precedent if it was pulled back. So again, that is still on the table. It's still on the table, and I think that's important to note as well. But what the most promising thing for me is, let's listen to Hester Pierce and what she's trying to really, really point out and communicate for us, because we really, really need to kind of get this in terms of a digital asset being a security and a digital asset being sold as a security.
About and so it's not that the
oh, wait a minute.
about the token itself as being a security. And that's really a shorthand, because what the question really is, so like a stock or a bond is a security, but a securities offering can include an investment contract, which is what Howie's all about. And so it's not that the thing itself, the Howie case, for example, was about orange groves. It's not that the orange groves themselves or the orange trees or the oranges were a security. What we were saying is the way that you sold those pieces of the orange grove, it was a securities offering because it was an investment of money. Talk about the token itself as being a security. And that's really a shorthand, because what the question really is, so like a stock or a bond is a security, but a securities offering can include an investment contract, which is what Howie's all about. And so it's not that the thing itself, the Howie case, for example, was about orange groves. It's not that the orange groves themselves or the orange trees or the oranges were a security. What we were saying is the way that you sold those pieces of the orange grove, it was a securities offering because it was an investment of money. Talk about the token itself as being a security. And that's really a shorthand, because what the question really is, so like a stock or a bond is a security, but a securities offering can include an investment contract, which is what Howie's all about. And so it's not that the thing itself, the Howie case, for
so guys, for me, getting that kind of clarity, and Hester Peirce actually being willing to come on and be interviewed, she obviously knows who Thinking Crypto is. She obviously knows about the major presence of the XRP community and the digital asset space as a whole, and willing to come on and clear things up. We're in such a great time. Think about the access. I don't know if Thinking Crypto ever thought about it, but did you ever think about being able to, actually get an interview or someone from the SEC, right? Commissioner at the SEC. We're such a very, 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 very interesting time with access and being able to communicate with one another and learn from one another. The term level playing field is truly a real deal. And the idea of it is a real deal. And man, I'm excited about it. I really, really excited about it. Now, before I get to Jeremy Hogan, let me share this with you guys. Ripple says the blockchain industry will soon have to give more attention to privacy concerns. Discover how researchers are finding ways to create flexible anonymity for blockchain-based payments. And it says how Ubri supports critical new research, which I think is the University of Blockchain Research Institute, into blockchain anonymity. You know how Ripple sponsored or, either sponsored or is sponsoring this. DELFT University of Technology is researching flexible anonymity for blockchain-based payments, especially for enterprise transactions. So it just doesn't stop with Ripple and innovation. It just doesn't stop. Let's get to this video here from attorney Jeremy Hogan. Now it's 10 minutes, but it's worth every second of it, guys. Again, I shared this on my drive time video yesterday that I did, but I don't think I shared it with you guys. It's really, really important to pay close attention to this, because I do think that Ripple is going to do this. And I do think when they do it, they're going to win this. It's a summary judgment. It's not the whole lawsuit. It's a phase of the lawsuit. It's a part of the lawsuit. And on my channel, I said, and I couldn't remember the word, but we've been involved in kind of these lawsuits with whether it be government regulators or just businesses. And a lot of times we'll get progress reports, and it's these summary judgments that we, kind of got an answer on this part of the lawsuit, and the judge kind of gives a summary judgment on it.
Attorney Jeremy Hogan, and on today's Crypto Legal Briefs, we're going to talk about a super important litigation strategy Ripple is going to implement, and it's a doozy. I call it the New Hope. Stay with me as I put the pieces of this puzzle together. I promise as I conjecture as to what Ripple's strategy is and why it's a great strategy for XRP holders. I promise that I will not go into any tinfoil hat conspiracy theories. As we all know, those silly tinfoil hats don't work against the lizard alien infiltrators. As you might know, I only do a video on the Ripple litigation about once a week unless something of note is filed, which I guess it was last night. And I do that because I want to provide some insight, something more than you might read on Twitter or a news story. And that research takes some time and depth of research. So I was looking at the court filings again and some of the recent videos I've seen with Mr. Gensler and some other things. And I saw something that was kind of hiding in plain sight. And if I'm right, which you know I'm always right, this is a good thing for XRP holders. So let's get to it. Disclaimer, I'm a lawyer, but unfortunately not your lawyer, and I never lose. Kind of like this lawyer who also never loses, and bonus points if you can name the movie in the comments. Great movie and accurate because most lawyers are spawns of demon. So let's begin with what the SEC regulates so you can understand what is going to happen. The SEC has jurisdiction over the trading of securities within the United States, and trading entails only the buying and selling of securities, not the possession. So because a security only comes under the SEC umbrella when it's sold, it's important to recognize that at each sale, the designation as to whether something is a security or not can change. Remember, for something to be a security, you must buy something with the expectation that the person or company you buy it from will do something to increase the value. So for example, when you buy a stock from Apple, you expect that Apple will make new products. You know, they will produce an iPhone that can open a can for you or whatever, and that therefore the value of your stock will go up because of Apple's efforts. But if you turn around and you sell your Apple stock to your brother, you have not sold a security because your brother isn't looking to you to increase the value of the Apple company. Your brother knows what you were like as a teenager. He'd never trust you like that. So to be clear, the SEC enforces sales of things that are securities, and even more important for the Ripple lawsuit, what is or is not a security changes over time depending on whether the buyer is looking to the seller to increase the value. And even that can change over time. So when Ripple sold XRP back in 2014, for example, if the buyers bought XRP and were primarily relying on Ripple to increase the value of the XRP, then it was likely a security. But in the cryptocurrency world generally, and with Ripple specifically, the analysis changes quickly as the use cases for the assets are actually built out, so that the XRP that Ripple sold in 2014 might have been the sale of a security, but the XRP Ripple sold in 2018 might not have been the sale of a security. It depends on whether Ripple was the driver of XRP value at the time of the sale. And this is the key for what I'm about to tell you in the second half of this video. But listen, don't take it from me. Here's the SEC Commissioner Pierce saying the same thing in a much more intelligent way.
So what we tend as the SEC to talk about the token itself as being a security, and that's really a shorthand because what the question really is so like a stock or a bond is a security, but a securities offering can include an investment contract, which is what Howie's all about. And so it's not that the thing itself, the Howie case, for example, was about orange groves. It's not that the orange groves themselves or the orange trees or the oranges were a security. What we were saying is the way that you sold those pieces of the orange grove, it was a securities offering because it was an investment of money. You were looking for profits based solely on the efforts of someone else. That's what a securities offering is all about.
That's from a recent interview on the Thinking Crypto channel, link below. So an XRP token cannot inherently be a security. It's the sale or offering of something that makes it a sale of a security, subject to SEC regulation. And now that we understand that, let's take a look at what I think Ripple is going to do with this lawsuit. This is going to be very interesting. What kind of tipped me off was looking at the initial pretrial letter to the judge again. I read it again, and I swear sometimes I surprise myself by how poorly I read things. At the conclusion of the letter, when Ripple is wrapping up its case, it says this. Now, pay close attention. Quote, Accordingly, Ripple's ongoing sales of XRP cannot be considered a securities offering. It is crucial that this court adjudicate this issue promptly. The SEC's complaint asks this court to bar Ripple permanently from delivering XRP to any persons or otherwise participating in any offering of digital asset securities. The key word here is ongoing. Ongoing sales of securities. Now that's what Ripple is talking about when it later says, quote, Ripple proposed and agreed to a rapid discovery schedule, in this case, and to enable Ripple to file a motion for summary judgment as soon as possible, close quote. Now, as you may know, summary judgment is a request that a judge make a determination of a case as a matter of law. A request for summary judgment has to be addressed to an identifiable part of the complaint or affirmative defense. And look at something else that I missed the first time around. Ripple's affirmative defense number 3. Quote, the relief requested by the SEC in the complaint is inappropriate in whole or part because the complaint fails to allege a reasonable likelihood of future violations by Ripple, close quote. Future violations, future sales. So there it is. Ripple is addressing current and future sales of its escrowed XRP when it is asking for a fast determination by the judge, and then added in affirmative defense number 3, talking about any future sales, because Ripple is going to move for summary judgment first as to its current and future XRP sales only, and not the past sales, and they want to do it quickly. But wait, can they do that? Can they only move for summary judgment on their one affirmative defense, you might be asking? And for an answer to that, we turn to the federal rules of civil procedure. Quote, a party may move for summary judgment identifying each claim or defense, or the part of each claim or defense on which summary judgment is sought, close quote. And when can they file it? Quote, a party may file a motion for summary judgment at any time until 30 days after the close of all discovery, close quote, which for the Ripple case means they can file it anytime they want from now up until sometime in September after discovery is closed. I mean, they can file it tomorrow if they want. So my spidey sense is tingling, and it won't happen for a while still, but Ripple is going to file for partial summary judgment as to the current and future offerings of XRP. And why is that so important for you? Because the strength of Ripple's case is exponentially greater in summer 2021 than it was back in, say, 2014 or 2015. And by moving for partial summary judgment on its third affirmative defense and winning, you all get the clarity you're looking for moving forward. Boom. And the rest of the case, well, it gets determined at some point later afterwards. But that part of the case is about money, about disgorgement of profits from the sales. But the main event, whether Ripple can continue its business, is determined with finality. And I don't have time in this video, and I'll leave it to others like Attorney John Deaton to make argument about Ripple's current use cases, the current uses of XRP, how decentralized it all is now. But recently, Attorney Deaton asked for how you are using XRP yourself. He asked about it on Twitter, and look at the responses.
So there it is, guys. I think that is really kind of like the bombshell news and the potential and the strategy, if you will. And I think that is the most important thing, right? The strategy. Great movie. What was the name of that movie? With a young, gosh, what? I can't even remember his name now. So I got distracted there, but that is, I think, this exciting news. Number one, it looks like that's what they're going to do. That's what Ripple is going to do. They are going to file for a summary judgment on the current and future, like so current, ongoing, or future sales of XRP. And I think they're going to win that. And what that does is, it gets the business model, it gets the business of Ripple and its business model moving forward. And we can, right, quickly, and we can kind of settle all the rest of that stuff in time, in due time, right? That, I think, is the most important part, right? And so, all right. So I just think that's a game changer. And the fact that they can do it at any time is absolutely outstanding. GGLT, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. 2W is in the building. What's good, bro? Good to see you. What was the name of that movie? Constantine. Was that it? And who's the actor there? I forget his name. Why do I forget his name? I don't know. Keanu Reeves, there it is. I was just going to watch John Wick yesterday. I didn't do it, but I was going to watch it. So guys, that's really the deal right there. No, it wasn't a Big Short, right? It was Constantine. Yeah. About the lawyers who were, you know, Satan or the devils or something like that. So that's the great news, guys, right there. That is the good news. That Ripple, it looks like this is what Ripple is going to do. They're going to ask for a summary judgment on the current and ongoing sales of XRP from the judge. That's kind of where we get the clarity that we need. And if we win that, which I do believe that we will win that, interestingly enough, that John Deaton is actually, you know, looking to get all of these different use cases that doesn't with XRP that does not. Oh, the devil's advocate. That's what it was, Miles P. There you go. The devil's advocate. That's right. That's the one. John Deaton is asking from the community, obviously, what are these cases for XRP, it being used without Ripple, right? Without the company Ripple. Interestingly enough, he was trying to gather as much information that he possibly could from the community on that. And he did get tons of info. And that's important because that is ultimately the real deal. And this is going to help, obviously, you know, get to that determination. Now, of course, I would think that the Ripple camp already has this information. This is John Deaton trying to get it. But I believe, obviously, Ripple already has all the different use cases for XRP that doesn't involve the company Ripple, right? Obviously, they have that and they're going to make that argument. But it's great to know that he said they're going to do this first. So the first summary judgment that Ripple is going to look to file is going to be the current and on future sales, of current and ongoing sales. And they're going to do that fairly quickly. I mean, sure, as soon as they kind of get prepared, this is what they're going to do. And, you know, when we get an answer for that, I don't know. Obviously, we're going to know when they file it. You know, we're going to know when they file it. So between John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan and James K. Filan and freaking Jesse Hines and all the attorneys that we got on Twitter, we're going to know when they file that. And we'll be, you know, that's going to be exciting. Absolutely. The Matrix, says Keyless. Yeah. He was in the Matrix also, Keanu Reeves. But when they file that, that's going to be big news. It's going to be really interesting to see how XRP performs when we get that word that has been filed. And then once we win that, so we'll see when it gets filed. We'll see. We'll definitely pay attention to when that's going to get filed. Bam, what's going on, my friend? Good morning, Siege. My mind has moved past all this SEC versus Ripple FUD. My anticipation is what the price set is going to be. Yeah. And for me, I think that price sets is a ways away, right? Any possibility of that, Bam, for me, is a ways away. I think first we got to see how the private ledger CBDC thing is being played out, when we start getting word of this, from Ripple that, okay, this one was done and then that one was done. These two central banks, I think then we'll know. Well, so the price needs to be high. We all know that. I don't know if that means a price set or not. I think entities got to get involved in that kind of stuff, right? So it's something that we just don't have any control over that. But I do know that this lawsuit is definitely going to affect in the very near future, the outcome of this lawsuit, the near future. I don't know, because it's in action, it's in motion, right? The lawsuit is here. What's going to go on with the CBDCs and how it's going to operate and all of that stuff, and whether that whole price set theory is dependent upon other entities that may or may not be willing or ready or prepared, and all, like, can't plan on that. The bull run is here. The alt season is about to do its thing, and that's something that we can plan around, right? Yeah, 20 attorneys. OMG, yeah, exactly right. 2Dub. So what's going on, Sahad Ali? Good morning, friends. Good morning to you. So that's kind of where we are, guys. That, I think, is the really, really exciting news. Long time, Reign Supreme. How are you? Good to see you, bro. Long time. Glad to see your channel growing. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate you being here this morning. Be blessed. Thank you. Same to you. XRP Beyond on the moon. Oh, check out Telcoin while it's under a cent. Been hearing a lot about Telcoin. It's under a cent. Okay. Been hearing a lot about Telcoin. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button if you didn't get a chance to do so on the way in. 70 people here and 38 likes. That would be awesome if we can get that thing up past 50 likes, because we want to get this channel out to as many of us as we possibly can. We need the average Joe and the average James in this space. So do me a favor, collapse the chat, go smash the like. That lets YouTube know to get this channel out to all those people hanging out on YouTube that don't know about their chance to win is right here in the digital asset space. It's not in the stock market. It's right here. What's going on, INT Ice? Good to see you. Lawrence Taylor is here. Yes, Private Ledger will say a lot. Good evening, Siege. Good evening to you, Lawrence. Thank you for the service. You're welcome, bro. Appreciate you being here. So, guys, that's the news that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Again, I'm trying different time frames for the algorithm with YouTube. Looks like that Ripple is going to do their first summary judgment is going to be on the current and future sales of XRP, and looking to get our summary judgment on that. That will allow Ripple to move forward, obviously, and that is going to give us, more importantly, it's going to give us and them kind of the clarity that they need to move forward. So I'm really, really excited about that for sure. You got the 50 likes easy, says GTLT. So that's kind of the big news, guys. Let's get that done. Let's get that Ripple to file a summary judgment. It's great to know that we can learn and understand how all this stuff works from the awesome people in the community, the digital assets community and the XRP community, with Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton and Jesse Hines and James Filan, and hopefully I didn't forget anyone. But it's just really, really crazy to see. 2Ws, yes, summary judgment will be a game changer. We can move on. Exactly. That is the key. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's been an awesome, awesome hang. I'll see you guys later on tonight. Do me a favor. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're on a race to 10,000 subs without question. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Never ever forget this, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win, but that's okay, though, because we are already winning. All right, guys, listen, have a great day. I'll talk.